I'm Shanine and welcome back to my channel. I recently visited a farmer's market just outside of the city where I purchased a batch of this beautiful fresh blueberries. Blueberries is one of my favorite anti-inflammatory fruits that I consume on a weekly basis. And it got me so excited because, of course, with beautiful blueberries like this, you bake blueberry muffins. And I want some, so let's get started. Since this is a gluten-free recipe, different flours are mixed to get that cake-like texture that you would get when baking with white cake flour. To a bowl, add 2.5 cups of almond flour, 3/4 cup of tapioca flour or arrowroot if you prefer, and 1/3 cup of coconut flour. Also add 2 teaspoons of baking soda and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Use a whisk to mix the dry ingredients together. The whisk will help get rid of any lumps if necessary. Before you can combine the wet ingredients, you have to first zest and juice 3 lemons. Always remember to rinse the lemons well before zesting. The lemon juice adds a refreshing acidic taste to the muffins that complements the taste of the sweeter blueberries, and the lemon zest adds a beautiful citrusy note. The 3 lemons should give you about 1/2 cup of juice and about 3 tablespoons of lemon zest. I do recommend that you do not compromise by using bottled lemon juice in this recipe. Okay. Now that the lemon juice and zest are ready, you can start adding the wet ingredients to a bowl. For this recipe, you will need 3 whole eggs. I do recommend that you use eggs that are at room temperature for easier mixing. Now add 2 teaspoons of vanilla and 1/2 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. Then add the juice and zest of the 3 lemons. As a sweetener, I prefer to use raw honey for these muffins. Or maybe I should rather call them cupcakes because they are actually quite sweet, as the recipe calls for 2/3 cups of honey. Lastly, add 1/4 cup of melted coconut oil. Whisk the wet ingredients together until the eggs are properly beaten and all the ingredients are very well combined. Add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients and mix it with a whisk until all the ingredients are well combined and there are no lumps in the batter. The batter should have a thick consistency and a soft and fluffy texture. Unlike a cake mixture, this batter is not at all runny and it is quite easy to handle with a cookie scoop. Use a medium cookie scoop to scoop the batter into a muffin pan that is already lined with paper muffin cups. You should use about half of the batter for this. As the batter has a fluffy consistency, this is supposed to be a clean job, but as you can see, clumsy me is still making a mess. Now comes the fun part, as it is time to add the first layer of blueberries. Divide 1 cup of the fresh blueberries between the 12 muffin cups. Use your fingers to lightly press the berries into the batter, but don't press too hard, as you do not want all the berries to sink to the bottom while baking. Divide the remainder of the batter between the 12 muffin cups by scooping scoopfuls on top of each blueberry layer. Hopefully this time I can do a better job and make less of a mess. You will notice that the batter has thickened a little bit on standing as the flours have absorbed moisture from the wet ingredients. Use the back of a spoon to carefully level out the top of each muffin and to make sure that the blueberries are fully covered in batter. This will ensure that the muffins bake uniformly and you will end up with neat-looking blueberry muffins. These muffins do not rise that much, so don't worry if the cups look too full. Divide the last cup of blueberries between the 12 muffin cups and layer the berries on top of each muffin. Lightly press the berries into the batter to help the berries stick to the batter and to prevent them from falling off while baking. You want to see the blueberries on top of each muffin, so don't press too hard. These muffins are now ready to go to the oven and they already look so gorgeous. Bake them in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for 35 to 40 minutes or until a toothpick that is inserted in the middle of each muffin comes out clean and the muffins are golden on top. Remove the muffins from the oven and let it cool in the pan for about 15 to 20 minutes before releasing them. Transfer the muffins to a serving plate if you were to serve them immediately, or let them cool completely on a cooling rack before storing them in an airtight container in the fridge. Just look at these absolutely beautiful and yummy blueberry muffins. I am so in love right now. I love the golden color on top and the pop of the dark blue from the blueberries. These muffins are fluffy and soft on the inside and deliciously sweet and flavorful. Just perfect if you ask me. I hope this video inspires you to also go and try to make these absolutely gorgeous blueberry muffins. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. For more of my recipes, please visit my website, paleoforendo.com.